With so many options, why choose Arizona State University?
For me, the only online option was ASU because of the quality. Their faculty was really involved with their students and care about your personal journey. The dedication to my personal development from my professors, that's been extremely valuable to me.
Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Explore more than 300 undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
All right, everyone, buckle up, because today we are diving into a topic that's making waves all over the internet.
That's right. We're talking about the potential TikTok ban.
You guys sent in a ton of articles about this, and let me tell you, it's a lot to unpack.
It really is. There are so many different angles to consider.
Exactly. We're not just talking about a simple app ban here. This thing touches on everything from freedom of expression to economic impacts and even national security.
And it's happening fast. The U.S. government is aiming to pull the plug as early as January 2024.
Yeah, the clock is ticking, but TikTok isn't going down without a fight. They've filed an emergency motion to delay the ban.
It's a pretty bold move.
So what's the core issue here? Well, it all boils down to TikTok's parent company, ByteDance.
Right, which is based in China.
And that's where the alarm bells start ringing for the U.S. government.
They're worried about data privacy, and it's not hard to see why.
Okay, so break it down for us. What are the specific concerns?
Well, think about it. TikTok has a massive amount of data on its users.
Right, like everyone's scrolling through those endless videos.
Exactly, and all that scrolling is generating a treasure trove of information. Not just basic stuff like names and emails, but browsing habits, personal preferences.
Even things like geolocation data.
Oh yeah, they know where you are, what you like, what makes you tick. It's all right there in the data.
So the concern is that the Chinese government could get their hands on all this data.
That's the big fear. The articles you sent highlight some pretty unsettling possibilities. One even mentioned that this data could be used for targeted propaganda.
Propaganda, like trying to influence people's opinions.
Exactly, or even identifying individuals who hold dissenting political views.
Wow, that's a whole other level of creepy. Just imagine being flagged by a foreign government because of your TikTok activity.
It's a chilling thought, and it's not just theoretical. There's a lot of debate about how much influence the Chinese government actually has over companies like ByteDance.
Yeah, I can see why people are worried. But on the flip side, there's been a huge outcry from TikTok users and creators.
Oh, absolutely. For many people, TikTok is more than just an app. It's a community, a creative outlet, a source of income.
Some of the articles even called it an economic lifeline, especially for younger creators.
You know, one article really stuck with me. It talked about how these creators have built their entire careers on TikTok.
It's their livelihood. A ban would be devastating, not just for them personally, but for the whole creator economy.
Imagine pouring your heart and soul into building a business, only to have it ripped away.
It's heartbreaking. So we've got these national security concerns on one side and the livelihoods of real people on the other.
It's a real dilemma.
Yeah.
And then there's the legal battle itself. TikTok has filed an emergency motion to delay the ban. What are their chances of actually winning?
Yeah, what does that even mean? An emergency motion?
Well, it's basically a way for TikTok to say, hold on, let's not rush into this. They're asking the court to hit the pause button on the ban while they challenge its legality.
So they're fighting back, saying this ban is unfair.
Exactly. And their argument, as outlined in one of the articles, is that they've already taken steps to address the data privacy concerns.
Like what? What kind of steps?
Well, they're proposing a pretty radical plan, actually. They want to create a system where all U.S. user data is managed by a third-party American company.
So they're trying to distance themselves from ByteDance and reassure the U.S. government.
That's the idea. They're saying, look, we get it. You're worried about data security, so we're going above and beyond to make sure your data is protected.
Yeah. But is the U.S. government buying it?
That's the million-dollar question. The articles I read suggest there's still a lot of skepticism.
They're not convinced that these measures are enough?
Right. The government's counter-argument is that the fundamental risk remains.
Which is?
That a company with ties to China still has access to sensitive U.S. user data, even with a third party involved. They're saying it's a matter of principle.
So it's a tough call for the courts. They have to weigh national security against TikTok's arguments and the potential economic fallout. It's like they're walking a tightrope.
And to add another layer of complexity, there's the incoming administration. Some sources speculate they might intervene and change the whole game.
Wow, so much uncertainty. This whole situation really makes you think, doesn't it?
It does. It raises so many important questions about how we navigate the digital age.
It's not just about banning an app. It's about finding the right balance between national security, freedom of expression, economic interests, and individual rights.
Absolutely. We need to have a serious conversation about how much control government should have over our digital lives.
Where do we draw the line? How do we protect ourselves without sacrificing our freedoms?
Those are the questions we need to be asking. This TikTok ban might just be the tip of the iceberg.
It's a wake-up call. This debate is just getting started, and the outcome will have huge implications for all of us.
So true. It's a story that deserves our attention. We need to keep our eyes peeled and stay informed because this is about more than just TikTok. It's about the future of the internet.
Could have said it better myself. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. It's been a real eye-opener. And remember, this story is far from over. Keep the conversation going, and let's figure out how to build a digital world that's both safe and free.
Well said. Thanks for having me.
And to all of you listening out there, thanks for tuning in.
Today is your lucky day. Today is the day that our $3 website works for you, paying you directly to your PayPal daily. Imagine $3 ongoing continuous payments to your PayPal account. Imagine falling asleep and waking up to $300 in your PayPal account. How would this make you feel? How could this help you? What bills could you pay? What kind of fun could you have? What does that retirement look like now? All for a one-time payment of $3. This website is DFY done for you, fully built and completely hosted, and never stops collecting payments for you. You have spent $3 on coffee on a regular, but that coffee won't help you create multiple streams of income. Click the link below.